guys, Dr. Decks here. Today I want to talk to you about something that you should really know if you're in the building industry or if you're ever going to use a pressure-treated glulam with a high clear treatment in it. There's something that you need to know that's going to save you thousands of dollars in the future. So if you learned something today, please don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content, because only 18% of you actually subscribe to this channel, okay? All right, let's get into it. So what I have here is a piece of pressure-treated glulam. It has a special treatment, special glues that's used, so it's meant to be left in an exterior environment. So this particular beam has a 25-year warranty for longevity. All right, what is a glulam, you ask? Well, a glulam is several different layers of lumber that have been glued together with special glues to create a stiffer product. So these will span further. So as far as the rule goes, where I live, the state has mandated a higher pound per square foot capacity of load-bearing capacity on your deck, so which means we have to either bring posts closer together with a standard pressure-treated beam, or if we want to have those nice long lumber spans, we got to go into an engineered beam. And that's exactly what this is an engineered beam. But as deck builders, we also like to protect everything that we do. We like to put waterproof membrane tape over the tops of beams and on the sides sometimes. Not the whole thing. We're not encapsulating the whole beam in waterproofer. We're just doing the spots where we might be putting surface screws or a place where water might sit, or where we might have fascia on the outside of the deck. So what's the secret here, doctor? What's the problem? Well, okay, let me explain to you a little bit about the process. This looks like a standard regular old glulam beam. But the reason we know it's not is because it's stamped right here. It says high clear right on the top of the beam. That means that it has a special treatment. It says above ground use. And there's a couple other things in here. There's some numbers and stuff like that. I think that has more to do with the structural engineering of the beam to make sure it'll hold a certain amount of weight and span a certain amount of length. That's all good to know. So that's how I know where it says high clear, I know it's been treated with that clear pencil chloral treatment that this company Roseboro does. What I didn't know is if you use an asphalt-based membrane tape and you stick it to the side or the top of this beam, it's gonna have a chemical reaction that's not good. What it does is it takes this asphalt-based goo, which is very sticky. Like if I took this and I stuck it to itself, it wouldn't be able to come apart, but it turns it into snot and then it bleeds out and it leaks and it drips on your client. Now, who wants that? Not me. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I would go ahead and install a piece of this Vicor right on the side of this beam, knowing that it's gonna fail. So now you're asking me, okay, doctor, what do you use if you're not using this? Well, what I've decided to use is a product that's called G-tape. Now, G-tape is an acrylic-based tape. So it doesn't have a reaction with petrol-based solvents that are in this beam and that are made out of this tape. So that's why we had that issue. So I'm just gonna put this right here. Now, obviously this isn't gonna happen for the duration of this video. So I'm just gonna let this sit for, a couple weeks, because I don't think I got the call back for a couple months, a month or two. We'll let this sit as long as we have to until we start to see this fail. Now, we do have other videos that we're gonna put into this video to show you, to stitch together what happens when this asphalt membrane tape reacts with this beam. Back in 2006, when I had this problem, they didn't have any warning labels, but they do now. I know they do, because I've seen them. All right, so here's an example of what happens once the chemical reaction takes place. We had to go ahead and thoroughly strip the beam from all of its finish work, and then you can just see it's just mushy, messy, goopy mess. This is where I'm actually trying to and it's really difficult to pull this apart, but you can see what's happening. It's just making a big snotty mess of this entire beam and any protection that we tried to put on it. And then here's a video of me trying to use a scraper. And what I did was I used some G-tape and I put G-tape on the membrane mess and then started tugging away at it. And it helped pull the rotten Vicor off of the beam. And then what we ended up having to do after that was go back and install new G-tape over the old Vicor to make sure it didn't drip anymore onto the lower deck. That is something that you definitely want to avoid. Definitely using a high quality acrylic-based tape when you're using high clear type solvents that are infused into these pressure treated products. That way you don't end up with a $7,000 mess like I did. All right guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to like this video and leave us a comment below and let me know what you think. All right guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.